promise I am not going to be before you all long. I'm not going to even wait for anybody to chime in. For those of you all who do not know, my name is Dr. JaNee Mobley. I'm affectionately known as Dr. JaNee, and I help women overcome mindsets that prevent them from profiting, progressing, and walking in prosperity so that they can move boldly and bravely in the purpose and in the very thing that God created and called them to do. So I went to get my husband and I something to eat, and I wanted something just like, I just thought about this. This is something that I actually practice, and that is actually a part of something that I teach my clients, is remember why you're doing what you're doing. If you all haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Send this link to about 2 or 3 people. And yeah, and if you're watching this on replay, type in hashtag replay. If this is your first time joining me, put a 1 in the comments. If you are a seasoned viewer, make sure you put a 2 in the comments. And either way, welcome and or welcome back. Well, or welcome back, right? So one of the things that I have observed in my pursuit of me profiting from my purpose and building my business is that I've had the opportunity and the privilege of being around people who have been very successful. And some of those successful people along their journey of success, and when I say success, building a business that has made and profited them lots of money, 6 and 7 figures. And one of the commonalities that I have heard, good evening, one of the commonalities that I have heard is some people, well, I'll say women because this has just been my observation. I'm sure this may have happened with men, but in my observation, there have been women who have, for the sake of building their businesses, they've negated their roles as wives and also neglected aspects of being mothers. And one of the things that I really, really am focused on, because I am a wife and I am a mom, and my mindset is this: good evening as you all come in. Make sure that if you haven't already, you should subscribe to my channel. And also, if this is not your first time joining me, put a 2 in the comments. If this is your first time joining me, put a 1 in the comments. And if you haven't already, like I said, subscribe to my channel. But I have seen so many women in particular that have acquired a level of success in their businesses, but they've ended in divorce for whatever reason. They have neglected aspects of being moms, and not all women in business have been guilty of this, but this is something that I've learned in observing their challenges and their journeys. And one thing about me is that I don't feel like I have to make a mistake in order to learn. I believe that I can learn from other people and their stories. And it has taught me that my goal is, thank you very much, my goal is to build my business with heaven and grace, not hustle and grind. And I want to encourage you all that as you dare to profit from your purpose, understand this, that God is not going to give you a idea and pursuit and a gift, all for you to neglect your role as a wife and as a mother. I got these as a gift. Thank you very much. I'm trying to remember where she said she got them from. I don't remember. I apologize. I do not remember. And I want you all to remember that as you're daring to profit from your purpose, remember why you're doing what you're doing. One of the scriptures that reigns greatly in my spirit a lot is, what does it profit a man or a woman to gain the whole world but lose his soul? What does it profit us to gain things, money, places, superficial things, but to lose the relationships in your life that matter, all because you're chasing, here's the thing, the bad thing, chasing the stature, chasing the accolades, chasing the money, chasing the properties. What does it profit you to gain all of that stuff, but not have the very people, especially when we're talking about your children? The Bible tells us that a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. And a part of the inheritance is teaching your children how to build businesses. It's teaching your children how to profit from their purpose and actually how to move in their purpose, how to discover their purpose, all because you've made a decision of moving in your purpose. So make sure that as you're building your business, that you make time, wife, for your husband. Husband, you make time for your wife. Make time to come together often, as the scripture tells us to. Make time to hug and love on your children. What does it profit a man or woman to gain all of this stuff, to have all of these things, yet not have and enjoy it with the very people that God created you to enjoy them with? It's nice to have great things. It's nice to have great impact. But the greatest impact that you'll ever make is in your own household. The greatest impact that you'll ever make is in your own marriage. The greatest impact that you'll ever have is in the lives of your children. And even for me, what that has looked like as a part of some of my photos that I have had taken, I have our son take those pictures. He's 11. Sometimes when I'm doing videos, I'll allow our daughter to come in, and I'll be honest. Like at first it was like, okay, like they were a distraction, but I realized I had to learn that our children learn from us in the capacity of our demonstration, more so from us demonstrating the right things than us conversating those things. So even as an entrepreneur, identify ways that you can integrate your children into your business. These kids take pictures all day. Get your children to take pictures of you. Right? What does it profit a man to gain the whole world, have all of this great impact outside of your household, transforming the lives of others outside of your household, but everybody in your household crumbling? Remember why you're doing what you're doing. God didn't give you the business for you to fail in your own household, to fail in your marriage, to fail in your relationships. And here, I'm not talking about if there's dysfunction in your marriage and it has nothing, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you know as a wife you're supposed to be with your husband, but you're deciding to make business more important than him. When your children are craving your attention, but you fail to spend time with them. And what does that look like? Like our son asked me, what did he ask me? To roll a ball with him. And I'll be honest, y'all, I was not in the mood. But guess what? I rolled that ball with him. Right? Sitting in there, watching TV with our daughter. It's the simple things. So don't get so caught up in building outside of your household that you neglect building on the inside of your household. Make time for those people in your life who matter, including yourself. Because again, what does it profit you to impact everybody outside of your house while the people on the inside of your house are suffering? So I told y'all I wasn't going to be on here long, and I meant that, okay? But if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Thank you for you all joining me. And you all have a pleasant evening. And always remember to know your worth. Good night, y'all. Bye.